Bonjour and welcome to Friends Black Metal Review Time. Latlo, the label behind this band, is known for their, fascination in Friends extreme metal, mostly black metal, and this is no exception to the rule for a couple of reasons. First of all, like I said, this band is from France and also it comes with a nice packaging. This is Lunar Tombfields with the debut album, The Eternal Harvest. Now, I have no idea what the name Lunar Tombfields mean. That sounds like some kind of a lost in translation kind of a thing. Pardon for the falling CD, because, lunar obviously refers to the moon and tomb fields. I don't know, sounds like fields riddled with tombs. Sort of graves, that is. Now, whatever the reason for this kind of name is, at least it's something different. Different is also this band that started as a solo project, one could say even a side project, and soon became a two-man band. Now, this is also interesting because, this basically got born due to COVID-19 pandemic. That is, when the bands, which the guys had, didn't have anything else to do. There was kind of a void in time when you really don't know what else to do but, make more music. And I guess that's how Lunar Tombfields came to be. That's at least what I got from the introduction text and all. But anyway, whatever it is, pandemic side project or whatever, the style here is black metal and with lengthy tracks. Now, there are so far only 2 tracks out, but by the time this video gets out, that is on 4th of February 2022, the release date of this album, the whole album should be available there for your listening pleasure. But what it is means that this is more than 45 minutes through 4 tracks. So all of these tracks are really lengthy ones. And the style is something that could be called melodic, fast tempo black metal. The kind of a French way, if you will. Now, for some people, lengthy tracks means there's more things happening. The kind of a complex structures mean that they will expand to various directions and to kind of have this post-metallic kind of a thing where, you can expand the whole theme of climatic ending to, infinite. That is, this is kind of an antithesis of so-called rock and roll pattern. I mean, if you think about it, a lot of those hit songs, especially the ones that are played on radio, usually are from 2.5 minutes to maybe 4 minutes, nothing beyond that. I mean, you have to kind of keep it compact to get the slot for your music. It's not like 12-minute tracks often end up being played in the radio. Now, obviously, with this kind of side project, and of course when we're talking about black metal in the first place, the radio audience is not exactly what bands or artists are mainly looking for. So these kind of lengthy tracks, then again, work in very different ways when we're talking about full album. For some people, it's really great thing, but for a lot of people, I would say it's the kind of a wrong direction. And I'll try to explain why it is for me. Now, I guess maybe I'm just a simple human being that I kind of like when there is clear structure. You have maybe a couple of riffs before you go into chorus parts and all that stuff. And that is kind of tied to the very fact that most human brains, work. We kind of like certain amount of repetition. Not too much, but not too little either. So you have to have those kind of repetitive patterns. You have to have those chorus parts, which then again kind of drill into your brain and you start learning them rather quickly. I mean, there is a reason why so many songs, not only in metal, not only in rock, but all kind of music is, happening. If you then again go for tracks which are like, say, 10 minutes, 15 minutes and all that stuff, it becomes more complex. It gives the composers or artists in question a lot of more room to operate. And sometimes it means these songs are super great. But more often than not, it seems like unless you are given with something that I could call like a full flush in terms of card games. I mean, unless you have really good amount of riffs and ideas, melodies or whatever, it's not gonna fly that far. Some people will like it, most not so much. And that is the main problem with the Eternal Harvest album as well. The thing here is, some of these melodies are really, really nice. It's almost like gold standard stuff. But on the other hand, there are lots of riffs which just seem to fill the gaps between the good ideas. And when you have those 12-minute tracks, it's kind of hard to get into. Like, put it this way, the atmosphere on this album is enjoyable and it's quite good. But most of the riffs, most of the melodies, they don't do trick for me. Yes, I get it, it's black metal and it's with good production. Vocals quite mediocre, echoing somewhere, far away, like a lot of reverb and all that stuff. Not bad, but not really ticking the boxes the right way. And when it comes to those melodies, yeah, some of them are really good. Most of them are nothing special. So this is a hard cookie to crack. Some people will, no doubt, love this one. Some will just find it yet another boring, melodic, atmospheric black metal album with way too lengthy songs. So it's up to you, dear audience, whether or not this kind of stuff will work for you. I really can't tell, but I would guess most people don't find this that fascinating. It clearly has something interesting going on, and as such I would say, yes, give it a chance. At least those 2 songs for the time being, and full album when it's out. Probably by the time this video comes out, like said. But really hard one to crack for sure. But I hope all the best to the band. At least they have now this first album out, and who knows, maybe there will be a continuation to this, a successor of sorts where things will be even better. Who knows, but for the time being, check out this one and I hope you like it. Meanwhile, see you soon with more reviews coming your way.